Hey folks, hope you're doing well today. I've got my 92 XT225 here, and I need some handguards. When I first bought this thing, both levers were bent because it didn't have any handguards. So I got some cheapo JFG handguards for this, and we're gonna unbox these and do an install real quick, and we'll see how it goes. All right, let's get on with it. Okay, I really have no idea what to expect. I don't know if there's going to be any tools included. Nope. I don't know what tools I will need. I did pay $28.99 for these. So we'll see how it goes with the cheapo Chinese handguards instead of spending, you know, whatever on bark busters or a Chirbies or whatever. We'll see. We'll see. So let's open this up. Here we go. Comes in one package there. Let me get rid of the box. Let's open these up, see what we got. Okay, pretty light aluminum on the bars, but that's fine. I'm not going to be doing any hard trail riding. Nice and wide. I do like the color. It doesn't quite match my blue, but what do you do about that? I don't know. Nothing. So there they are, two handguards. There's a good look at them. This is probably replaceable. I wonder if these could possibly be replaced with like a Tusk or a Chirbies or a Barkbusters style guard and just keep the bars. I don't know. But let's put them on, see what they look like. Okay, first I kind of sort of want to see if this will even fit in here. I guess just a sleeve. Will this sleeve fit in the bar end? Yes, it does. Okay, that's good. So this going to go through here. And so I got to take this apart quick. Got to take that fully apart. Hardware looks good. I'm going to put this one on. This is going to go up. Put that through that hole. That hole is tapered. I'm going to take this sleeve off for just a minute. And get that little nut started, tapered nut. This is designed, that tapered nut, as you tighten it, this will spread out. And with the sleeve on, that will also spread out, retaining it into your bars. And I'm just going to get this started until the sleeve doesn't spin, till it's kind of snug on the sleeve. And these two, there's some little tangs here. Those go into this little notch, if you could see that little notch right there. Yep. So I'm going to put this sleeve on and just gently snug that up till the sleeve no longer spins. A little bit more. There we go. Right about there. So we'll put that into the bar end. No need to tighten it down yet. Now we got to tackle this. We'll see how this all lines up. That's also a 5mm, I think. Yeah. I'm going to take this bolt out here. I'm not sure what. Maybe this is like this here is like a washer that goes on the outside of the bar end, or the handguard. So I'll lay that aside. So there it is. I'm going to loosen. I got to take these two screws out. I believe that's a 4mm, so we'll take that apart quick. And I'm not sure which way it goes, this way or this way. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out as we go, I suppose. Might make a mistake first time around, I don't know. I suppose my cables would go through here. Maybe. These cables right here. So I'm going to put this part so it's the U shape is up. And I'm just going to, this might be a little tricky because I got 2 bolts in my hands, 2 pieces and 2 spacers. Okay, I'm simply going to get these bolts started. No need to tighten them up yet. We need to see where everything lands first. I think if I get my cables up here, maybe, I don't know, just a guess. Now we can kind of see how, let me just snug this up a little bit so I got a little play in it. I kind of see how everything lines up. Looks like I need to put a little bend in here. See how that's not lining up? It's universal, so kind of sort of gotta expect that. Okay, bench vise to the rescue. Let's see how this looks. Oh, that's considerably better. I didn't bend it much. You can see right there. Okay, and I'm going to tighten down this bar end part here. Not tighten down, just snug so it doesn't move around so much. That goes like so. Yep, that'll work. Okay. I'm going to put a little Loctite on this bolt. If I can get it to come out, there we go, right away. And I'm going to put this little washer, I suppose, on the outside here. And this will take a 5mm. I'm just going to start it by hand. Tilt that up a little bit so I have good access. Got to orientate that a little bit, this washer. Like so, maybe. And I'm just going to kind of get everything snug where I want it. I think right about there. There's plenty of room for, see how much room I have for the clutch lever. I assume the brake lever will be the same. I'm going to drop this down just a hair, right about there, I think. Tighten this down, the bar end part. Give her a good snug. Next, I'm going to tighten these down a little bit. These spacers are kind of rubbery, not rubber, but they're kind of like a softer, flexible plastic, not a hard, brittle plastic. And we'll tighten down this bolt right here. I'll probably have to go through and tighten everything down again. So really the only thing you gotta do is bend this to whatever bar you have. And it bent easily in the bench vise. My little itty bitty Harbor Freight bench vise. There, that's one side done. That looks good. That looks good. Too bad it doesn't match this blue, but beggars can't be choosers. Let's get the throttle side done real quick. Okay, one little modification I wanted to show you that I do on these types of things is with this sleeve here, I have a lathe, so what I do is I turn a little taper down at a flat, and I also go into my Dremel here. I don't know if you can see that. I Dremel out the throttle tube a little bit so that this can fit in quite snugly. What happens is, say like if you were to crash and your hand guards are mashed in there, well, it can interfere with the movement of your throttle tube. So with this, I put a chamfer in there, and also with this chamfer, I know this is a little bit more advanced than you want to hear, but that way if I crash, I don't have issues with my throttle tube sticking. So let's move on and let's put this in here, this handguard in here. I have to put the bolt through there. I've got to put my first sleeve through there and get that nut started. I want that little tang there right into the slot. So I'm gonna get that started there. Where's my 5mm Allen? Found it right where I left it. So I'm getting that little tang just started in that slot. Put these slots right there. I'm just going to snug this up until the sleeve stops moving, which it won't take much, a little bit more. There we go. Right, put the sleeve in there, and get my other bar clamp out. 5mm on this bolt again. That's just loose on there. Need to disassemble this here. I'm gonna do it this way so the bolts don't fall on the ground. Put the bolts in a safe place. But the only problem is there is no safe place in my garage. Okay, there we go. And again, I'm going to put this U-shaped thing up. There is quite a heavy burr right there, but whatever. I'm not too concerned about that. Okay, I'm going to put this up here. Get my wires kind of sort of positioned, I guess. I'm probably going to have to bend this handguard like I did the other side. My 4mm Allen in there, and hold it all together. This bottom bolt started. Okay, let's kind of see how this is going to fit. You know, again, I need to bend this, so I'm going to do that real quick. Is that any better? Yes, yes it is. I don't know if we can see that. My brake cable's kind of like right in the way. Had to bend it a little bit, not much, but a little. Okay, Loctite. Five millimeter Allen wrench, and get my bolt ready to go in there. There we go. Now I kind of sort of need to position this so that everything fits. I'm going to cram that in there. Let's see. Oh, see, I got that's all the way tight, and I still have throttle movement. I'm going to move it out just a little bit, just in case. I'll tighten this 5mm down here. I'm going to tighten this down a little bit. Try and get that in the position I want it. Still have throttle still good. Tighten these down. That's good enough for now. I'll finish that later. But you can kind of see how that looks. That could go down a little more. Got plenty of room in there. Plenty. Let's look at the front of the bike. So there you go. That is the JFG handguard install. Like I said, I paid $28.99 for these. I'm happy with them. You know, the thing is, gosh, you know, what do? I'm not going to be riding this bike hard in the trails, and I don't want to spend, I didn't want to spend, you know, I don't know, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, $120 on handguards. I know they're probably worth it. They're obviously a superior product, but for my needs and maybe your needs, you don't need anything expensive. You know, and two, like whether you buy a Chirby's or Barkbusters or Tusk, whatever, you know, I don't need that label emblazoned on my handguards. I just don't. You know, it's just me. I don't care. But anyways, I hope you found this helpful, informative. Let me know in the comments what you think about cheapo Chinese handguards. I know that politically, you know, in the U.S., there's a lot of contention about don't buy Chinese crap. Well, I don't know. Well, your phone's Chinese. My camera that I'm filming on is Chinese. So what do you do? I don't know. What do you do? So anyways, we will see you next time. Frostbite out. Adios.